what most of us find as we look around on the internet, as we poke around in our lives, are different categories of experience. A great deal of what we come across, we could just categorize as entertainment. We look at pictures online or short videos online that entertain us, that fundamentally distract us from whatever else we're experiencing in our lives. It sort of takes us out of our present experience and replaces it with something else. It gives us a little buzz. It makes us happy for a minute. It distracts us from the rest of our experience in life. It makes things more tolerable and makes us feel, again, happy for a moment. That's great. It has its place. Then there are those things we come across that inspire us, that show us that more is possible, that the world can be a better place than what we're experiencing right now. We can do better at what we're doing right now. It reminds us of what is possible with some engagement, maybe some work, with some time spent. It shows us that there is a better life possible. And that's really helpful. And then there's what we do here, which is much more, some inspiration, we hope, and a lot of how to. So if we want to actually go beyond just being inspired, so much of that, again, it lasts for a couple hours, maybe a day or two. It's a little bit like New Year's resolutions. I'm going to be better. I'm going to work out every day. I'm going to do whatever. And then that fizzles out because there's not a lot of how do I actually do these things. We come across a great quote, or we come across some meme, or we come across maybe a short talk that really gets us to think about what's possible and that there is more possible. And wouldn't it be great? And I would like that. I want to do that. And then we go to do it and we don't quite know how to implement it. Or we're told, well, if you just practice gratitude, or you do some affirmations, or you practice mindfulness, or you treat yourself better, or you treat your fellow human beings better, or whatever. And all those things are great and desirable and all that. But how do we get there? Now we'll come across some things that'll go a little further and they'll say, here are the 5 steps. But when you go through the 5 steps, or however many it is, they're interesting. Again, they're sort of inspiring. They point in a direction. But do you end up actually knowing inside your own psyche, inside your own brain, in your own experience, do you know what to do to bring that about? Do you know how to? We have a friend that not long ago had a problem with her Jeep. And so she takes it to the automotive place, and they said it was going to be like $700 to fix this thing. She came back and talked to us and said, I just don't have $700. I don't know what to do. So we asked her, well, do you know what's actually wrong? And she was like, yeah, well, I know what's wrong. I just don't know what to do about it. I'm inspired. I want the outcome, but I don't know what to do. I don't have the money. We pointed out a YouTube video that was specific for her Jeep, that issue, and exactly how to do it. And she's like, wow, well, I've never done anything like that before, but I can see the steps. I get kind of how to, but I don't even know where I'd get the part. We were like, well, here's a place you can order that exact part online, and it's like $50, literally. She was like, wow, well, why would I be paying like hundreds of dollars? Well, it was somebody else's know-how that she was going to pay for. So she ordered the part, and a few days later it shows up, and she's like, well, I don't have the tools. And we're like, well, we have the tools. It's no problem. You can use them. Again, let's go over the instructions on YouTube. They're pretty explicit. It's like, here's how to do it. At first, she was tentative, but she took the tools, she took the part, she took the video, And she went out, and a couple hours later, her Jeep was fixed. And she had so much more confidence in herself. She's like, if I can do that, what else can I do? If I know how to, I can extend that. I can take that to other areas. I don't just know how to do this, but now I have the confidence that I can figure other things out. And I can accomplish so much more in my life, and I feel so much more capable and empowered. This is amazing. And we've seen her go on to do many other things because she figured out how to do that one thing. Well, that's sort of our perspective here is we want to break things down in such a way that you go, I get the step-by-step of how to. If I read a thing that says, oh, gratitude is so great and things go well in your life and I'm really inspired to do it, but I don't really know how to step into gratitude, let us show you how to. If you're really upset with yourself because you didn't do something well and you don't know how to heal that, well, we have the how-to available for you. And you can go through those and go step by step. Here's how to change that. If you have beliefs that are holding you back and you know that you don't believe those beliefs, they're just coded somewhere in your brain and they just show up every time you try and do something and they undermine you, we have several podcasts on how to change that. And when you do that, when you change those beliefs, you're going to go, well, that was really easy. And I know how to now, and I can change a bunch of other things. So I'm on the lookout for that. And I have a newfound sense of freedom and capacity. I'm going to be much more successful in my life because I know how to now. And if I know how to do this, I can learn how to do other things. Particularly what we're trying to share with you here are the things that keep us from being able to learn, because learning is the most fundamental thing that we need to be able to do in order to be really successful and really happy in our lives. And we really want that for you. We have been lucky in our lives that somebody has shared that with us. And so we are passing that on. Again, as always, there's no cost to you other than the time and attention it takes. And it's worth giving that kind of time and attention so that you get the kind of life that you're really wanting to live beyond the wouldn't it be nice to have this. Here's the how to. Jump in, explore, make use of these, transform your life. Live your best life now. The inspiration is great. Here's the how to. On our website, you can easily search for how to do most anything in terms of what is holding you back from your ability to learn powerfully and really well to become a really great learner, and through that to be really successful in your life. We're getting really close to having 100 podcasts now available to you on how to make the changes that you need so that you can readily learn and you can be as successful as you want to be so that you can live your best life. Yes, you are worth it. Make use of this. You know you've been wanting this. It's simple. It's easy. All you have to do is the steps. Figure out what it is that is holding you back. Go to the podcast that will show you how to overcome that, how to implement what it is you need to, then put it in motion. Practice. You can be however you want to be. You can do whatever it is you want to do. Seize the moment. Move forward. This is your life. You can have the outcomes that you want.